finish in San Marino, plus all the rest of the day's sports news. Before all of that, here's Jerry with the Sporting Press.
This week it's three cheers for Gaelic games. First of all, for the smile that's appearing back on the face of Kerry football. They've been going through a bit of a crisis over the last few years, but their success against Laois last week seems to have given the whole county its confidence back, as the Kerryman headline suggests. The victory march continues. Maurice Fitzgerald, the class act, as confident Kerry power their way into the league final against Cork. That word confident is given another outing in Eamon Horan's match report. Smooth-running, confident Kerry maintained their onward march to title glory when they came up trumps against a teak-tough Laois team in a very exciting and hard-fought National Football League semi-final. And in case you're thinking, well, the local paper would say things like that, wouldn't they? Although, believe me, they haven't been for quite some time. In the Sunday Independent, Colm O'Rourke seems to agree that the glory days may be returning for the kingdom. Podgy has put Kerry back on the road. Kerry looked a whole lot fitter than in last year's All-Ireland semi-final against Mayo, when a few of them ran out of gas long before they had a chance to put their feet up before half-time. That bad experience seems to have taught a good few of them that the best way to win a game is to get stuck in early and make things happen, rather than wait and hope that someone else might get the ship rolling. That someone else invariably means Maurice Fitzgerald. Now sighted at corner forward, he has wreaked considerable damage in his last two outings in Croke Park, and on Sunday he looked in a different class to any other forward in the two matches. A quality Kerry team hungry for victory is, I think, vital to standards in Gaelic football as a whole, so if they are returning in style, they're more than welcome. Also nice to find that the GAA can still have its living legends, so a second cheer tonight for Kilkenny's DJ Carey, whose genius is saluted in both national and local press. This week, Dermot Crowe in the Sunday Independent says, on the vast spectrum of human emotion, DJ is securely positioned dead centre. He's at once pragmatic and prodigious, a teetotaler, a non-smoker, the owner of his own business, a man who can be hypnotic and glamorous on the pitch, but effortlessly modest and retiring off it. Now, we shouldn't let all this put us off. The important point to bear in mind is his hurling. He can be as modest and as successful and as teetotal as he likes off the pitch. After all, his private life is his own affair. We won't think less of him for it. But it's what he does with a command that counts, and the Kilkenny People's John Knox is very eloquent on this subject. A tip for all followers of sport: if you want to see a modern-day phenomenon, one who, like the Hale-Bopp comet, won't pass this way too often, then you have to go and see Young Ireland's or Kilkenny in hurling action. We're living with a legend, one who will be remembered and revered in generations to come, a Pele, Ali or Borg of the hurling world. Oh, get off the fence, John Knox, and tell us how you really feel. Do you want to have DJ Carey's baby or not? And what we of the present generation should do is go and gorge ourselves at every opportunity on the wondrous deeds he can produce routinely and virtually every time he takes the field. Is all this excitement good for your heart, John, I wonder? I can only wonder again at the magical DJ Carey, the Kilkenny captain and Young Ireland's genius. We have written it before in these columns that Carey is very, very special. You know what? I think now he is more than that. Okay, point taken. But what I want to know is, has anyone written the ballad yet? You know you can't be a true blue hurling legend until the ballad has been written about you. Something like this. Let's cheer for DJ Carey, though he's not tall or hairy, but with a come on in his hand, he completely takes command. The horse so good it's scary. You buy a DJ Carey. Now, I won't do the other 39 verses just at the moment, but if there are any real ballads dedicated to the Kilkenny captain, please let me hear about them. And finally, the third of my three cheers goes to the GAA itself for its highly successful decision to move the National Hurling League to springtime and finally begin the process of making a genuinely significant competition out of it. Martin Breheny in the title gets very lyrical. Nobody can deny how exciting it has all been. Huge crowds, up almost 300% on previous seasons, dry grounds, great weather and championship-like intensity have all combined to give hurling another massive injection of self-confidence. Things have never been better. And even though Martin detects rather less enthusiasm from Clare's Ger Loughnane for the new setup, Loughnane own column in the Tribune suggests that his worries are minor compared to the considerable advantage he sees in this radical reform of the hurling league. It makes a welcome change from games in bleak open fields with very bad underfoot conditions, playing in long grass with hailstones and rain. Weaker counties are only going to improve if they're playing on good grounds. They're not going to improve in muddy grounds in winter time with no crowds there. He has just the one warning note. The big question is whether the league should be finished before the championship and the championship pushed back a bit. My answer to that is maybe it's time that GAA stop thinking of the league as a second-rate warm-up for the championship. It doesn't